What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode. I'm your host, Disco, and today we're going to continue our coverage on the 2024 presidential election. Now, the first correction. The second overall presidential debate has been concluded. But what has happened, but this is really the first presidential debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Pres debate. If we look out in here, we see 27 lines to explain Trump-Harris presidential debate. We'll use the CNN article. Basically, I don't have to really sum this up right now, but we know that Trump did not perform well. We know that Harris is better than Biden in a debate performance as of right now because Biden is getting way old and way out of his age. But we know, but from what I saw, in my opinion, I saw it as like a tie. Basically, Harris had some mess ups, Trump had some mess ups. There is always going to be that in the case of doing these stuff. So, but based off latest polling numbers, Trump is actually doing a bit better in certain areas. Although I did not see this Missouri one, and I did not see these. Oh, hello. I did not see these Missouri ones. These are just recently added. But if we took the polls off of took the polls of recent states right now, we have a general idea of what could happen. Obviously, Washington, California, Hawaii. This is a bit glitchy. Maryland, Delaware, New York, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Maine's first, and even sometimes Maine's at large, District of Columbia, and even Illinois. Now we got some other states that we know are solid right now, including a bunch of Nebraska states. Yeah, as of right now, we just know these states are going to be solid. We know Missouri and Kansas are going to be likely, along with South Carolina. Texas is actually in the lean category as of right now. Iowa's safe, and Ohio is likely. We know Maine's likely. If we just went off polling numbers in general, Alaska just came out with a brand new poll right now. So if I went to the state of Alaska, Trump is only winning by about 5 points, so that is not good for him. He could actually lose the state of Alaska. If we're going to go to the next state, Arizona, Trump is a. We're just going to go by presidential election right now. It'll take a while, but Trump's only winning by about 1, 2 points, sometimes dead even, and even at some points, Kamala Harris is actually leading. So Trump is only ahead by like a tilt margin. That's not good right now. If we go to the state of Colorado, if we could go to the state of Colorado, going to the state of Colorado and still trying to get to the state of Colorado. All right, let's just go by state. Harris is up by about 15 points. So as of right now, this should be a solid. If we're going to go to the state of CNN, Delaware, Florida. As of right now, Trump's winning about 6 points, 2 points. He's in the likely category, but as of right now, it is still like Florida's still Republican. If we go to Georgia, Georgia's when everything changes. It's already dead even with Harris even winning 1 point, winning one. Keep in mind, Biden wasn't winning in a lot of polls in Georgia, and yet he pulled an upset. So this is a tilt in the polls. If we go to the state of, has Iowa even released one? Iowa has only released one for Biden, which is not great for us. But if we go to Maine right now, Maine's second congressional district is Harris leading. That's a first because that is shocking because Maine's second congressional district hasn't voted for a Democrat in quite a long time. So what we've seen here is in the state of Michigan, my home state, is where Harris has been leading pretty consistently by about 1 point, 3 points, sometimes 2 points. But right now, Trump is overtaking the lead. Now, if we average that up, right now, Harris has a tilt lead. Now, if we go to the state of probably Missouri, I know Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, we need to go to the state of Nebraska. Right now, Harris leads by about 5 points, and originally, Harris has been leading by about 8 points, 5 points. She has crossed the 50% threshold at least once. The Senate race, I gotta check that out. So I'll put her as a likely right now based off current polling. And then we'll go to the state of Nevada. Trump's been leading one, so it's probably going to be a light lean. I know I kept the state of Oregon the way it is, but please bear in mind with me. 8 points, 5 points, 7 points. So I say about likely. So a lot of these states, we know exactly what's going to happen. New Jersey. Okay, I'm going to put it as likely as of right now because we don't have any definite polling right now. We need more polling from like those sources. Harris was winning at one point. Let's keep that in mind. And then Trump one was leading again. So we'll put that as tilt. There's going to be a lot of tilt states this year. So probably this election is going to be the closest in American history. So 8 points, yeah. So this is probably going to be the closest election in American history. Okay, people, I am getting tired of these. Oh, that's why. Oh. I take back what I was about to say. I'm getting sick and tired of these polls right here. Yeah, this one's for a Democrat. This one's for a Republican. Just poll. So we'll say this is a lean Trump. So with that is the presidency for Trump. So he's won the presidency. So Rhode Island, South Dakota, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia. So Keegan. Ooh, hello. So Harris has been leading pretty consistently. It is a bit of a battleground now. Virginia's reverted back into a battleground. New Mexico. I need a New Mexico. Harris has been winning by a consistent margin, but I am not going to be shocked if actually this gets under 5 points. Reason why is just probably because of like which state, New Mexico. There's a lot of Hispanics and it's very rural, so we all know Hispanics are moving more towards the right. It's mainly because of a cultural thing. That's it. So Harris is leading by about 5 points, but this does mean that I have to classify this as a battleground state. Current battleground states I am classifying right now is Oregon, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Alaska, Texas, Nebraska's second congressional district, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. I'm not counting Ohio, Virginia, New Jersey. I got New York out. Maine at large, Maine second congressional district, New Hampshire, Virginia. I think I said it twice. North Carolina, Georgia, and now Florida. I have Alaska in there, don't worry. Now we just need one more poll from Wisconsin and we're good to go. And from Wisconsin, Harris has been winning by consistent here. So yeah, Trump is on track to win. It's the state of Pennsylvania that would have to change. But here is what's interesting. If I will Trump is not performing really well. The presidential debate is not helping him. That's why he recently said that he's not going to do another debate because he knows straight off the bat that if he does another debate, he's going to lose. That's what he did with Biden, and he lost the presidential election. We got to remember this stuff. We got to remember this stuff. But who is going to win the presidential election? Right now, it's too close to call because we got too many battleground states. But states are within. Okay, correction. But the states that are within the margin of error are Nevada, Alaska, Minnesota. Actually, no, Minnesota's not within it. Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia, North Carolina, and Texas. Texas is within the margin of error, along with Maine's second congressional district. And now Alaska's starting to become in the margin of error. Yes, people, we have 137 electoral votes in the battleground area. I'm also going to add Nebraska as a second. Now, this is a huge list of battlegrounds. This isn't like last presidential election where we had Florida, Ohio, Iowa, and we were even talking about the idea of adding another very solid red state. But as of right now, Trump's debate performance was tumultuous, and Democrats have a chance to ride high. But also, it also looks like that Trump got a little boost out of that debate for just rambling his mouth. Now, I don't know what kind of I don't know. Trump did prepare better for this debate, and that is to be said. He did a better job preparing for this debate than he did for the past two cycles. But will this work out for the end? I do not know. But who they want in the national polls, as of right going into the debate, Harris was leading high. She was 3 points ahead of Trump. Then, even when Kennedy said he was leaving, Harris was nearly at 4 points ahead of Donald Trump. Keep in mind, Biden was ahead by 8 points going into the election. I think he was actually 5 points ahead during his first debate. And then, look, the lead is shrinking. Trump is gaining on Harris. And we can also see this on a down ballot scale, where Harris is now deciding it's a good idea to put Democrats on a down ballot. Well, it is not really a good idea because this is what happened. This is what happens. Down ballot. Okay, Democrats are doing okay. Biden doesn't drop out till right around now. Okay, the Democrats have a slight lead right now, but as of right now, Republicans still have a chance. And even with Senate Opportunity Fund, which is a partisan sponsor for the Republican Party, even Democrats are winning those. If you find Republican ones and Republican polls and Democrats are winning, that's a bad thing. And vice versa for Democrat polls that Republicans are winning. But what we know right now is that if Trump was to get into the White House, the House would go automatically, and that the fact that the Senate goes automatically. Actually, for the Senate, we know. But the main fact is that we know for a fact Donald Trump did not have a great night, and it shows in his polling number. But for some reason, his poll numbers seem to be doing really well. There is no explanation for that. As of right now, I have nothing on that. But this is what I got right now. I do have a very blank map. And it's meant to be that way because a lot of stuff we just don't know. And I'm even going to add Alaska to this conversation because we just simply don't know. I know it's September, but we just have to wait it out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hit that ding dong notification bell for all my new videos, and I'll catch you all next time. See ya.